Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I'm going to highlight 3 altcoins that are valued under 50 cent a coin. Now, for me, these are fantastic, strong projects, both fundamentally and from a technical standpoint. But I am not a financial advisor, so this should be treated as educational purposes only. You must do your own research and make your own investment decisions and not sort of FOMO in based on anything that I say or any other influencer says on any social media platform. It's a very volatile market and we always say never invest more than you can afford to lose. But, you know, with that said, if you enjoy today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop, let's get into it, and let's have a look at these 3 projects. So the first one that I want to call out, right, is KOTI. Now it's currently at 0.2891, down 9.92% at the time of recording this video, rank 172nd by market cap. And I think this is a solid project doing a lot of work with Cardano. We have a look at their website, and this isn't a video where I'm going to sort of delve right into what each project does in lots of detail. You need to go away and do your research on these. But the ultimate power grid of payments is how they're describing it. And, you know, for me, this is a project that is going to be doing some, you know, really fundamental and powerful things within the space. So definitely worth looking into this one. Solid team, solid project. And you know, there probably are projects that are under 50 cent that you think are really good. Do list them below in the comments. Really interested to see which ones you think are really strong and should have made this list. Now obviously this is a video that sort of follows up from the under 10 cent project video that I did. These are kind of between 10 cent and 50 cent. That's kind of the price range for these 3 that I'm calling out. And I've got a surprise addition to this list as well. Sort of a 4th that almost made it in but didn't quite. Mainly because I haven't completed all my research on it just yet. But I do like what I see so far and what people are telling me. So yeah, KOTI, a solid project in my opinion. Okay, so if we have a look at advice.io and have a look at the artificial intelligence and machine learning to see what that's telling us, currently has KOTI as an overall rating of C1. C1 is very poor. Now, I wouldn't be put off by this. This is basically a very short-term sort of view or ranking based on the sentiment of the market and many other metrics. So, you know, I expect a reversal, but most of the projects in this space, and I'll show you in a moment, are in a very similar position. So don't be too disheartened by the C1 overall rating. Now, the fear and greed index is currently a D rating, so that is pulling it down. It's very fearful. Sharp ratio is also a D. Your AMI-HAD ratio is B2, so that's not so bad. Your moving average is a D, so again, that's pulling it down. And your firm profitability is A1, which is something we're used to seeing on this channel. Very profitable project, this one. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on KOTI. Really do rate this project. It had to make this list. And do let me know which projects you think should have made the list. Moving on, SingularityNET, rank 348th by market cap, currently at 12 cent 67, down 7.42%. Now for me, this is a fantastic project that Nick and myself have been covering for an awful long time, the global AI marketplace. And I think as you know, time progresses, this is going to be a fantastic project and marketplace to visit, right, where you can kind of, you know, find solutions and utilize other people's AI. This really is a platform that is looking to level the playing field, so the likes of Google, Amazon and Microsoft and Apple and so on can't just monopolize it. And you know, this is really for the small companies that are looking to scale and have access to the same sort of level artificial intelligence as some of the really big players in the space. And for me, that is something that's fantastic. If we have a look at the platform currently, and I do think this is going to become bigger and grow over time, but you've got things around fake news, where it can sort of pull out the fake news articles, real-time voice cloning, and there's just so much stuff that can be done here. Detect action in videos, caption videos, AI opinion, AI sites, super resolution, style transfer, image segmentation, like the list goes on, text understanding. There's just so much here already, but probably the businesses aren't sort of utilizing it as much as I kind of envisioned them utilizing it in the future. Again, for me, solid team, solid tech. I mean, this is probably one of the strongest teams, one of the strongest techs out there. When it moves to Cardano, I expect this to just grow exponentially. But do let me know what your thoughts are. It had to make this list. I think it's probably the cheapest on the list at the moment as well. But yeah, it couldn't make the under 10 cent, so it had to make the under 50 cent video that we're doing today. Moving on, HarmonyOne currently at 18 cent 78, down 11.71%, rank 51. Been talking about this one a lot on the channel. Definitely pay attention and go through some of our Harmony videos. We've got the ETH bridge, we've got the Bitcoin bridge now. We've got over 100 DAOs, we've got funding, we've got a growing ecosystem. What I like about the DAOs is the fact that we've got community input and participation to a level that I haven't seen in the blockchain space previous to now. So there's just so much going on. Such a strong project for me. Peer-reviewed technology, solid team, solid and engaged community. For me, it had to make this list. Again, it couldn't make the under 10 cent list, but it had to make the under 50 cent list. Solid project in my opinion. Obviously, bridging to all chains. Definitely take the time to have a look at the website and dig into this one. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion. But these are the strongest ones that I feel have value at under 50 cent. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. The artificial intelligence and machine learning has it at C1. I kind of covered this in an earlier video because I talk about this project a lot because I am really passionate that it's undervalued currently, in my opinion, and I have big I feel that there's going to be big things happening for Harmony. And I want to be a part of that. So fear and greed index is very fearful at ranked D. Sharp ratio is a D. Your moving average is also a D. Your firm profitability is A1. Again, you see that a lot with projects we cover on this channel. Very profitable projects. Amihad ratio is a C2. Ultimately, I expect a reversal. I expect this to be having a strong bounce to the upside once the market settles down and people are more comfortable in the market. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch of the imagination we're not going lower. I think we will. But ultimately, I think there will be a bounce to the upside. I think this pullback, we might consolidate down here for a little while. It might not be, within the next few days that we have that bounce to the upside. I could be wrong. Timing is the hardest thing, but I want people to understand. I'm not saying immediately these projects are going to bounce to the upside. Go do your research. You've got the time to do it, and I think you've got the opportunity with the price and the pullback in the market that I don't think we've seen the end of yet. I think we've got further pullbacks. So research now. Find the best price to get into these projects. If these projects resonate with you, obviously you've got to make your own investment decisions. Now, the additional one that I was going to add to this list is one that came up and we talked about in our Patreon All Access membership section when we were doing one of our 2 AMAs weekly with the members, right? And link in the description if you want to become a member. It's great teams like AMAs where you can ask us anything. Now, I'm always one of these that's always a pessimist. I want to kind of look into the details. You know, my thoughts are, you know, the team might be a solid team. They might have had success, you know, in the past, but, you know, previous success doesn't necessarily mean future success. So, you know, I've been delving into it. I like what I've seen so far. You know, I do think this is a project that has potential, particularly with the music aspect, doing some stuff with Snoop Dogg and stuff like that. So, you know, an interesting project. I haven't fully completed my research on it, but, you know, it's one that I wanted to talk about. Currently C1, which again is very poor. It's up 56.27% on the 7-day change. This is mainly because a lot of YouTubers did videos pretty much at the same time. They're all clearly following trends. And as soon as they spot a trend, they're all over it. And you know, the impact is, you know, you might have 𝗕𝗃𝗪𝗀 do a video, for example, followed by another load of YouTubers. And again, you know, you get lots of people FOMOing in. So, you know, if we have a look at the details here, you've got the 𝗕𝗎𝗪 ratio at C2, you've got a fear and greed index at A3. So, you know, it's pretty greedy, but not overly greedy. The Sharpe ratio is unrateable, as well as the firm profitability, which I imagine, although the data isn't there, I imagine it's very profitable. Moving average, I think I said was a D ranking. Your peak end value demand is B2. So, you know, great projects. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination implying that 𝗕𝗃𝗪𝗀 is you know, moving the market in any way. I just want people to be acutely aware that, you know, some of these movements in prices you know, tend to happen after a whole load of influencers push out videos all at the same time on the same project. You know, it causes a ripple effect, and you do tend to see a lot of people FOMOing in. As much as some of these influencers, particularly the good ones, are saying that they're not financial advisors and you should go do your research, just because people say that doesn't mean people listen. But ultimately, you know, solid projects, in my opinion, that, you know, I think had to make the top 3/4 projects under 50 cent. I don't think you're going to find many you know, that stand up to the scrutiny and you know, have as much you know, solid technology and teams behind them and communities. You know, don't get me wrong, I thought about putting Stellar in here and it was close, but, you know, I just fought against it. I just kind of feel like Ripple's won that battle, although, you know, they've got the lawsuit and everything. I just can't see the SEC winning. I've said that, you know, passionately for the whole time that it's been going. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just naive. I don't know. Really interested to get your views and opinions. So do let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, as I normally say, because I always miss the S off of the smash with my chubby fingers when I used to type in the live chat messages. So we always say mash on this channel, so mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.